She was pinching me, man.
On to our third video.
Because the timing of the video was
Well,
going.
you know, we need to upload to YouTube. So we have a 10-minute limitation. And
see what I say? See what I'm talking about?
You know, if you're going to do it, you might as well do it right.
I always tell her she's just like her mom. She does not accept it. She will fight it to the death. She is just like her mom. Just anal, and not anal, but actually more of like, oh my god, is this right? Is this right? Do we do this?
I just like things to be done correctly when they're
they are done correctly. You just don't need to freak out about them. But go ahead.
Okay, so DJ versus band. Let's talk about this. I would love to see a Moroccan band. I want the guys singing. I want them clapping like this. I want, what's that guitar thing called? It's like a guitar.
The oud.
Yeah, I want one of those. I think it'd be great.
I mean, first of all, it'd be extremely hard to get people to do that here, or find somebody that does that here. That's one.
I bet we could.
And it's just, it's not, here's the deal. I don't want my wedding to be a Morocco at Disney World. I don't want it to be okay, you know, you're walking in to see what Morocco is about. That's for people to choose to do so. There's a lot of people that are going to be in that wedding that don't want to do that. They're there to see us get married. So the guy that's going to play l'oud, you know, the guy that's going to clap, that's going to be in Morocco. That she's going to get it there. But because that's the customs there, and I'm going to throw a wedding because that's what it's going to be. But here we're throwing a wedding for American people. So I am willing to compromise for a Moroccan flair, not a Moroccan wedding. So Moroccan flair in the wedding, that's fine. She wants Moroccan this.
I want a Moroccan
music.
Fire.
She wants Moroccan fire. She's on fire. But I want a DJ, just a DJ. Maybe we could play a Moroccan song or two. That's fine. But that's
400?
it. Keep it to that. No, not 400. Just 2 or 1, and that's it. Just for people to see, oh, that's interesting. So, and I told her, anybody from here that wants to see all the Moroccan crazy stuff, come to Morocco and see it. You are more than welcome. It's a beautiful country. It's a whole lot of fun. And she's going to have a blast there because it's going to be full-out Moroccan-themed wedding. But people that are here that wants to do so, come. They are more than welcome to travel there.
And for the ceremony part, I'll agree for the normal American stuff. You say I do. But I think it would also be neat to have something done in Arabic. But I know they don't really do ceremonies for their weddings. It's more like they sign the papers and then they have a party.
Well, it's a party,
it's hard to incorporate something Moroccan into the ceremony. So I obviously am willing to do what the Americans do.
Well, we kind of did. We kind of did.
What?
Because we went to the judge. So the same thing in Arabic weddings. Is You have Bladoul, which that's what they call him. And it's the judge guy, the sheikh. And he basically takes the agreement between me, the dad, her dad, and herself. She has to agree. The dad has to agree. And my dad has to agree. And then they basically, we meet and we say that we all agree, we're all willing to do this. And once they do it, then they have just a ceremony. I mean, the reception. There is no really ceremony. That's a ceremony. But what's the next question?
If your partner had no say in the wedding plans and their feelings would not be hurt, what would your ideal wedding look like? You can go first.
I don't know. I would have... The place that we have is an outdoor garden, so it's great. I would have maybe like an orange light or a red light to just give it a nice little color, but I'll keep it low key. So basically, you know, we'll have our ceremony, we'll have our table, we'll have our food, we'll have our cake, we'll have a DJ that's playing, you know, mixed music, some country here, some dancing music here, and just keep it to that. And that would be a wedding is just, you know, just keep it normal. You know, there's nothing crazy about it.
All right, and while he's doing the Foursquare at his wedding, I would like to have, when you walk in, so it's outdoor, right? And all these tents are outside, kind of close to where the greenhouse area is of the conservatory, so you can see the glass. But I would like for the tents, they're white on top, and then it's just open. There's not a wall. So I would like the uplighting to be like very warm colors. I want the table linens to be very warm colors. I want candles all over the place. I want the main lighting to be candles. So it's just a very romantic kind of setting.
You want your aisle to have Moroccan lamps.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that too. I would love the aisle to have Moroccan lanterns. You put like little tea light candles inside of them and then have them sprinkled along down the aisle. And then maybe if you could have some hanging from the trees. I don't know if they let us do that because it's a conservatory, but maybe just sitting around on the sidewalks.
You're going to start a fire in the conservatory.
Moroccan fire.
Yeah.
But What else would be good? Yeah, so the warm colors for the linens, lots of candles, maybe not on a table with kids, so we could plan around that. But I do not want the, the tall flowers that they put on the table for the centerpieces. I don't want any of that. I don't even care about flowers. Yeah, I'll have a bouquet when I walk down the aisle, but having the flowers all around and at the tables, not so much for me. I'd like the candles. I also want incense. I think incense would really be cool, or maybe some kind of jasmine scent or lavender kind of spread around the place to set the mood. Are you laughing
Stink
at
up
me?
the scent. Stink up the place with Moroccan scent. Okay.
When you walk inside, I want you to be able to smell it's Moroccan. I want Moroccan food. I definitely want couscous. I want the lamb. I want the kebabs. I want all that crazy stuff. I do not want whatever we're getting. What are we getting that's American? Steaks or salmon. I don't want any of that stuff. I definitely don't want chicken or beef. I cannot stand those kinds of weddings at all. There's no originality in that and no personality.
All right. It says here, are you including any cultural or religious tradition in your wedding? Are your backgrounds different?
I guess we kind of answered that one.
Yeah. Are we including any traditional backgrounds? Well, there is traditional backgrounds, but they're not going to be incorporated. They're going to be incorporated here as far as American. They're going to be incorporated to Morocco as far as Morocco. So backgrounds are very different. So she's American. She's born here. I'm from Morocco. I was born in Morocco. That's where I was raised. And that's my culture. But I'm also a little bit open-minded, and I studied a lot, and I have an open mind as far as learning about other cultures, especially when I came here. I learned a lot about this culture here in the United States. I kind of put the time into understanding what people do, wherever I go. It doesn't matter what country I go. I want to understand how people live there. What do they expect? What do they? I don't abide by expectations, but just to know what they are, and not basically just go live somewhere and tell people, well, I'm going to do it my way. I don't think that's right. So, and she's the good old American blondie. So
I'm in denial.
She's in denial. Yeah. She said that she's not American.
All right. So, what roles are each of you taking in the planning process? I'll start out with saying I defined what I would like to have, and he's been helping create that.
Ah, okay. Yeah. No, she does the talking, and she does the crying, and she does the screaming. I have to do the negotiating. I have to do the planning. I have to do the talking to others. And I also have to do the talking to her mom, because she cannot talk to her mom for nothing.
I really can't. I get frustrated.
She blows her mom off right away. She closes the conversation with her right away. And yes, I agree with her. Yes, her mom is a pain in the ass. Yes. But guess what? That's what a mom with one daughter getting married. She's her only daughter. What does she expect? I told her, what can you expect? Deal with it, move on, and that's the way it's going to be. That's the way your mom wants it to be. So just answer the questions. So I'm basically doing everything, honestly, but we do sit down and talk about it. Her role is to basically say, oh, I want this, I don't want this, and we talk about it, and negotiating, she's not a very good negotiator either, so
I'm a softie.
I have to do that part. So whoever tells us a price, okay, instead of, drop it down to this or that. So that's our roles. So put it this way, I'm the CEO. She's the, I don't know.
I am the senior vice president.
Yes. She just sits behind the desk and gives her ideas.
So anyway, to deal with the stress of the wedding, I usually cry, scream, fall to the floor, say, my life is terrible.
Yeah.
That's usually how it goes. And then he tells me to stop. And then he fixes it.
The way I deal with it is I play video games or I watch a movie. I have a 60-inch plasma. It's beautiful. It's the best investment I've ever gotten. So I watch movies or go for a run or something, and I'm okay. Or go watch some soccer, and I'm good. It says here...
To deal with others giving their opinions. How do you deal with that? Well, my mom likes to create checklists in her mind and ask me every single day, did I do this? Did I do that? Did I do this? Well, how am I going to do that? Mom, I've got it covered. And I just, I try to calm down, squeeze something, eat something, just take a deep breath.
Woosah. Yeah, I try to keep her sane, so, but we gotta